G'day guys, Reed Goosens here, coming to you from Culver City, California. Bit of a breezy day. I don't have the background with me today because I'm shooting in the afternoon, so the sun is setting. I get a bit of best light on my face right now, so I don't have all the equipment, but it's still an awesome time to get out and give you guys some investing tips and advice. So this week I wanted to talk to you about the top 5 questions you need to ask your property manager when you're interviewing for a property manager, particularly if you're investing out of state. So the first question I always like to hit up my property manager with is experience. How much experience do these guys have? If you're looking to try and buy a 50-unit property, for example, you want to see that these guys have managed 50-unit properties before. They may have a portfolio of 300 to 400. If you probably wouldn't want to get a property manager if they're managing, say, 4,000 units, because your 50-unit property would probably be a little bit lower down the pecking order than compared to some of the other portfolios they're managing. On the other hand, if you're, say, you've got a 300-unit property, you wouldn't go to a property manager who only deals with 20 and 30 unit properties. So you just got to vet it a little bit more. The second question I always like to ask is the eviction process. Ask the property manager, say, tell me, walk me through, if someone doesn't pay by the 5th of the month, what are you doing? Are you sending them a notice? Are you, threatening to evict them? How does it work to make them pay on time? That is really, really important and key to understanding, if this property manager is worth their weight in gold, because at the end of the day, a property manager will make or break the success of your property. The third thing you want to ask is experience in terms of repositioning multifamily deals. So what do I mean by that? Well, most of us, you and I, who's looking at who's viewing this video, buy multifamilies to reposition it. So you want to see guys, or you want to have a property manager who's had experience in repositioning those types of properties, going in, renovating the units, ripping out the floors, putting in new countertops, doing exterior renovations to the property. We want to see that they've got experience doing that. So, and then that leads me then to the fourth question, which is, how do you have a general contractor? Is this all in-house with a general contractor that you have, or do you sub it out to third-party, subs, specialists, who can do the flooring, who can do the HVAC systems, who can do the painting? Just get an idea of how their process works if you're going to reposition a property. And if they have repositioned a property, then you want to go and walk that property and see the type of quality that they're doing, and they're implementing, and then ask them, do you have a spec book? Because that same spec book can be used on your particular property. What I mean by spec book, it just really means a list of items that you would give to the general contractor to say, hey, I want to put in this type of flooring, I want to put in this type of tiling, I want to put in these types of cabinets, and it's just a bit of a laundry list of what the general contractor has to do. And the fifth thing you want to ask your property manager is the type of screening that they do with their tenants. Are they doing credit history checks? Are they doing rental checks, or asking for rental references, which means, you ask your tenant, can you please provide me a reference of another landlord where you've stayed, so you can then call that person and see if they were actually a good tenant, they paid on time, they didn't cause any hassles. Those are the type of things you want to be seeing that the property manager or the potential property manager is doing to ensure that you have the best tenants in your apartment and that they're paying on time. So just a quick recap of what we've talked about. You want to look at experience, making sure that the property manager has the right type of experience for your type of property. You want to be looking at the eviction process. What are their eviction processes like? Do they align with how you would want to run your property, your property yourself if you were the property manager? Looking at how they reposition a property. Have they have experience repositioning properties? And then do they have an in-house general contracting team? And finally, how do they go about vetting the particular tenants as they come in the door? All right, guys, I hope you got a lot of awesome information out of this little vlog. As again, we're going to try and do it once a week, and we're going to do it all again next week. So take care, be safe, and remember, happy investing. Boom.